Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I'm Nye. We're still doing Lost. We're still getting lost, alright? That's the plan. Wow, this is already turning out to be a really crappy floor, where my first room is going to be these three fat asses, and I'm immediately going to go into a big room. Well, hopefully we're going to get some luck. In the streams as of late, we've gotten some speed down. Great start. We've gotten some pretty good luck, but I think, Trance was right when he commented that, basically I'm moving too fast. You know, I gotta move a lot slower as the Lost and be a lot more careful about how I play. I've gotten kind of some bad, into some bad habits about, playing Isaac. Things like moving in too close to my enemies to get my tiers to kind of arrive faster and in bigger groups. I think that's all stuff that doesn't help. So I need to really focus on just playing slow, keeping away from things. The problem is that's just going to get me killed. Let's just hit a restart right now. The problem with doing moving slow is that we are running with the intent to speed run. Now, one thing that can be said is that, you know, we intend to speed run, but that's just going to get me killed. We can move with the intent to speedrun, and that's just fine and dandy, but I think the thing that I gotta remember is that, you know, the speedrun is probably not gonna come off of these first couple okay, that was my fault entirely. It's not gonna come off these first couple of items, it's gonna come off of a potential deal with the devil that's gonna do something decently. Now, there is something to be said about not taking something like a D6 or a, Dr. Fetus or something like that, something that would, or Kamikaze, something that would either get me killed or would not in any way help the run. At least not at this very early juncture. Now there is, I mean, you know, definitely the D20. Did I say the D6 earlier? The D20 would, you know, it has potential to do things that would help out, giving me consumables or giving me items when the item that I have is not all that good. Something to that effect. So there is something to be said for it. Oh, that was really risky of me. But I don't really think that it's all that amazing when it comes to just getting something done. I guess that's the way I want to put that. It's not gonna do extra damage for me. It's not gonna kill enemies. It's not gonna get me through rooms faster. In fact, it'll probably just make me spend more time on floors. So I think there's something to be said for skipping certain items like that. On the other hand, I do think there's also something to be said for, okay. I think there's also something to be said for not skipping those items. And that's just, you know, I don't really want to be too cheesy about this. Someone in chat was commenting about a certain, about players who, you know, they would just re-roll until they find the item. And I don't really like that idea all that much. I like the idea of re-rolling until I find an item I can run with, but I don't like the idea of re-rolling until I get Holy Mantle. You know? That just doesn't seem all that good. It seems kind of a really weird way to play the game. You know, there's, like, I'll re-roll until I get an item that I can use as my first item, and I think that's, personally, I think that's legitimate. Just because, you know, to get an item on the Lost that is unusable, well, not necessarily unusable, but either has no effect or has severely limited effect, you know, I think it's kind of a waste of my time as the player and a waste of your time as the audience on a run that, you know, for example, with Dr. Fetus is destined to be lost. You know, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. So I think that's something that I need to, like, look into. Now, that was actually really weird just now. So, Famine does not typically maneuver himself very much. He very frequently, you know, jumps at you, but I don't think I've ever seen him actively, and he'll like, tilt a little bit in your direction when he's dashing, but I've never seen him actively move vertically on his own. That was a little weird. Yeah, I don't like the idea of just trying to custom craft that run based on, you know, resetting till it happens. That's, you know, a valid thing when it comes to certain things, like, for instance, you know, speed runs, for example, or You know, if you're... I don't know, if you're trying to go for a certain type of run, maybe. Wow, that was weird. I'm trying to go for a certain run type, maybe. But I think that when it comes to, you know, a standard run like we're trying to do, like this unlock run, I don't think reset until I get good item really has any place here. It's just me, though. That being said, what I'm willing to do is I'm willing to reset until I get a room layout that actually gives me an item room near where I start. That way I'm not spending, you know, 10 minutes on a floor hunting for an item room and then just dying instantly. The first floor definitely feels, at least to me, as probably one of the hardest places. Not necessarily because it's hard, but because you have no items to kind of help you get through things. I think the further you get in the game, you know, the more items you get, and the easier it gets in some ways, and the harder it gets in some ways. I think it really depends on, you in a lot of ways, but I think that the first floor is probably one of the hardest just for that reason. That, you know, you don't have any extra items. You're just, oh, that was bullshit. Don't do that to me, game. Not in a room like this. Book of Belial. Most definitely. It's actually kind of what I was hoping for. I would be foolish to not pick these items up. Actually, we should go ahead and do that again. Okay, never mind. This is just in case we get a future library, so we can get these out of the item pool. Potentially get something better later on. Or hell, maybe I get a D6 in the very near future. I don't know. Be able to roll those into actual... God damn it, game! Like, what pisses me off about this is I have this... Like, I have to go... Okay, I'll live with it. I have to go through that room multiple times, and what concerns me is that in doing so, I'm probably just gonna get myself hit. It kind of feels... just a thing. Gurglings, so probably going to end up losing this run. Gurglings have like a 90% kill on me. And what I said about, you know, playing a little bit slower is, in some cases with Gurglings, not going on direct attack, like backing off sometimes when they're getting mildly close to me, not firing, would probably be a good idea. Okay, so we got Mom's coin purse. Probably not going to get much good in here. Telepills taking me all the way back to here, so I got to deal with this room again. Because the game really wants me to deal with that room. That's fine. Are you a wizard? Pheromones. Amnesia. Not a really good group of pills. I mean, the telepills, nothing special about that. Are you a wizard? Nothing really special about that. I mean, we got some pretty meh pills. I mean, it's good to know what they are, so that way I'm not going to have to deal with them at more critical points in the game. But, you know, we got a pretty shitty set of pills. I still want those Tears Up pills. I don't feel like moving until Are You a Wizard wears off. Even if it does cost me time. It's just, it's not worth dealing with it. Okay, so we do have Book of Belial, guaranteeing us a deal with the devil on every floor, as long as I hold it, and it's one of the best spacebar items in the game, in my estimation, so I don't really feel like getting rid of it. Okay, this is problematic. Okay, I'll just wait for that. Okay, that was very scary. We need to get ourselves a key. I'll come back for that scent, because I have to come back in this direction anyways. Oh, that was so close. So close to being bad. Need to find ourselves a key to get into our item room, and hopefully get something that works. Synergizes well with other things. There's a lot of things we could get, a lot of things I'd be very interested in. Okay. Not really worried too much about the darkness of this area. That doesn't really bother me all that much. Especially because I have Gamma turned way the hell up, which I hope that's okay, guys. It's for some reason my monitor does not like showing dark very well, so this is if I don't turn Gamma up like I have now, I'm not going to be able to see a damn thing, and that's going to make it very hard to play the game. So that's why you see that. Might as well go face our boss immediately. Once I get through these guys, of course. These guys are always scared. No! He's a little bit faster than me, because I go, ugh. And there was not... I don't feel like there's anything I could have done about that. Base speed on the Lost is pretty slow, and those guys move very fast. I was dealing as much damage as I could. Like, they're just... It sometimes feels like this is really stacked against you, like, almost unfairly so. I don't know if it quite hits unfair, but it does definitely feel very stacked against you when you have stuff like, not only are we, one hit to death, but also a great number of the items in the game do not assist us in any way, shape, or form. We do feel very slow at times. And by at times, I mean most of the time. So in some of these, it just feels like, there's such a small change could benefit. Now that speed up is definitely helpful, and I am very happy to see a bedroom. Now, are we going to be able to go into the bedroom? That's a very good question. We're going to need a lot more bombs than we have now. I need 3 bombs to be able to make that bedroom a thing that occurs. Are we on a XL floor? Nope, just regular basement 1. I'm not seeing the bombs I need. That said, this chest could not contain the bombs I'm looking for. Okay, now hopefully all the creep we're dropping will end up helping out. We just got to keep on nailing our enemies here. Really should be using this guy to force creep down. That's one of the 3 bombs that I need. Now, if I can get another one, I might be willing to go into the shop and spend 5 cents to get a 3rd bomb. Probably going to go to the boss first, on the off chance that we get some, like, matchbook. Okay, we got one more room in the floor. Maybe more, apparently. Just stay away from these things. Apparently we have a couple more rooms on the floor, but, very highly doubt. Okay, come on. Play nice. That's 2 bombs. Definitely a fan. Okay, now are you guys gonna give me a bomb? I'd really appreciate it if you did. No. Okay. So the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and blow this up on the off chance that that's gonna do anything for me. Nope. Okay. Next. Let's check the shop. Who knows? Maybe the shop will have a bomb for me. It does not. However, it does have Humbling Bundle. I'm willing to... Oh, that was bad. I'm willing to pull some money out of here with the hope of getting Humbling Bundle on this floor. I didn't. That really sucks. 2 bombs gets me 4 cents total out of my donation machine. That really, really sucks. And I killed the shopkeeper and got like nothing out of it too. I mean, I gotta remember that too as a screw you from the game. Okay, I'm not liking how this is playing out right now. And we have a tinted rock here that I can't use. Got another Mom's Coin Purse. Hematemesis. Lemon Party. Are You a Wizard? And another Speed Up. Well, the Speed Up is pretty good. But we got another Are You a Wizard. Didn't really see much else, unfortunately. I don't think it's even possible for these Larry Jr. poops to have anything in them. I'm very unhappy that we're going to be missing Humbling Bundle. But there's literally nothing I can do. I tried everything I could. The only thing, I mean, I could have gone to maybe find a secret room, but, yeah, that is my failing. Okay. So let's just wait out. Are You a Wizard? Done. And let's go ahead and move on. Now, our movement speed is definitely an awesome thing right now. I'm very, very happy about the fact that we move quickly. And the radioactive waste off of this item. Or what is it, Mysterious Liquid? Mysterious Liquid is awesome. Wow, that enemy died just in time. Anything off of these? So what are we looking for? Well, just about anything, to be honest. There's a lot of items that could become very, very useful. We are, of course, always looking for a 9 lives. We are always looking for Brimstone. We are always looking for Holy Mantle or anything else that is a generally of a defensive nature. Because this run... Oh, god damn it. I was too close to him. I even commented on that earlier, but it's just... It's like, it feels like my range is so low that... yeah, Hanged Man will not help me get into that room. It feels like my range is so low that I just can't, Okay, he just slid into me. I want that to be understood. He slid into me. Which I still think is bullshit, by the way. Yeah, that... That one I'll accept as my fault. But yeah, the fact that the spiders can jump below you, and hey, I'm safe. I get to keep shooting at them. And then they slide right into you. I think that's just complete bullshit. It really is. Okay, we got plenty of bombs this time. Can you guys just die? Please? Okay. But hey, we're still getting around things. We're still working at things. And, you know, it's not as if Mysterious Liquid is an amazing item anyways, right? I mean, it's pretty good. But it's, not like it's one of the best items in the game or anything. Like, I wouldn't say that necessarily. So, what are we getting here? No, I'm not going to take Dr. Fetus. Stop giving it to me. And I'm not going to fight him either. We're just going to move on. It's frustrating. It really is. I mean, I'm seeing the same items over and over and over instead of seeing, you know, different items that I'd love to see. The items I want to see over and over and over are like Ludovico technique. I would love to see that over and over and over to have a chance of actually getting that with something that would work. Typically Ludovico technique, I typically die before I even get to the first devil room. So I'd love to have continued chances to just learn how that item works. This doesn't seem to happen. 8 cents on the first floor is always good. So we got a shop. Got our bomb. Will hopefully turn into something nice on this tinted rock. Oh, I cannot believe I got out of the way of that. Please give me something. Thank you. That's what I wanted. Small rock giving me a full damage upgrade. A full 1 extra damage is pretty neat. Another bomb is right up my alley. Okay, secret room, probably right here. Nope, okay. Well, we know where it is now, then, because, you know, chances are it's above this room. I mean, there are potential other locations, of course. Well, there could be, is a better way to put that. Like, it might be down here, for example. I find that particularly unlikely, but it could be, you know? Okay, we have a pill here. I'm hoping the pill's going to be a speed up or a tears up. There's my other bomb. It's a range down, which is not only neither of those, but it's also really bad. Secret room? Okay, there's one other location the secret room could likely be, and it's right here. And it's not. I have no idea where it is in this map, because it can't be to the right. So it's in a place. So we're going to go ahead and scare Larry Jr. a little bit, and then we'll just go ahead and peg at him. That did not last nearly as long as I would have liked. Larry Jr. tries to charge me. It's okay. I stare unflinchingly into the abyss. It's cool. It's fine. Now there's 2 of them. That's scary. And you'll see, like, even without the range down pill, my range was already fairly bad, so, sucks. That said, Magic Mushroom giving me a damage upgrade, a movement speed upgrade, a tears up. All the upgrades coming off of Magic Mushroom are pretty good. Okay, let's go to the smaller room first, where we fight Envy again. I'm actually kind of okay with it now, because not only do we have more damage right now, but we also have a little bit faster movement speed, so I can get out of the way. We have a little bit more range, so I can fight them from a distance. Like, there's a bunch of upgrades that we've gotten that are off of Magic Mushroom that'll make this a lot easier than it would have been a floor ago. Now, one thing I would really like to see is I'd really like to get potentially like Libra from this next room, from this next item room. It would lower my damage considerably, but it would also increase my rate of fire. It'd increase my movement speed, and the upgrades I've been getting to my health that I can't use because I don't have health would actually be in part mollified by the fact that they would be spread out over my other stats. So that would help a lot. Let's see if we can figure out where this pooter went. There we go. Okay, so that should be all of the pooters in the room dead, if I've kept track nicely. I'm just trying to take out enemies as I fly around to make my future pathing a lot easier. I'm very unhappy with the fact that we have another large room so close, because it means I'm going to have to deal with this again. Got another key. The other large room is going to be... Actually, this room we can probably take out just fine. I just got to be very careful about the bodies that are already running around. And this pink guy. This pink guy I have to definitely be very careful of. But looks like we're going to take care of these guys just fine. Let's use our range and our damage to our benefit. Stay away from people. Okay, everybody's dead. Excellent. Let's go up. Okay, 1, 2, buckle my shoe. I don't need a rhyme to remember that. Nothing in here that's worth my attention. Okay, let's go ahead and, why do they ever get rid of shoe buckles anyways? They're classy. They're easier than tying, honestly. Probably. It's a guess I'm making. I've never had a buckled shoe. I've had Velcroed shoes before, and I've had belts, and I think that, you know, having a belt is probably easier than doing, like, those ties like you get on sweatpants. So I kind of have to imagine that buckling one shoe might be easier than tying one shoe. I imagine it probably stays buckled longer than a shoe stays tied. So that's probably a good thing, right? Can't imagine why they stopped buckles. I mean, at least it's better than buttoning shoes, right? Like, I can understand why you wouldn't want to button a shoe. I remember being in a younger age, and there was some sort of historical house that we went to up in Colorado, where they were showing us how one would buckle their shoe, or what, not buckle, but button their shoe. And they were making a big deal out of telling us that, hey, this is a pain in the butt, you don't want to have to do this. Aren't you glad you get to tie your shoes? I think we were all young, going like, hey, we remember not being able to, not knowing how to tie our shoe, and it sucked. Buttoning's easier. Not a single bomb to my name, unfortunately. Definitely want to fix that at some point. Hey, would you look at that? Very similar room to the last one. Probably an easier room, honestly. There's less things coming at me all at once. We need 5 cents to be able to make the shop worthwhile. I have a 1 in 2 chance of actually pulling this off. And it wasn't that one. Okay. Okay, so we have a fair amount of damage, we have a fair amount of speed, we got a fair amount of everything, so the question is, can I kill Monstro, as I have done a fair countless number of times? Can I kill Monstro and actually make it to the Deal with the Devil? With the loads of damage that I have at my disposal, the range and movement speed. And the answer is yes. Yes, I can. Monstro gives me Little Steven, so I have even more shots available to me. And the Deal with the Devil is, of course, Krampus, because the game knows that I suck at fighting Krampus. So it wanted to give me possibly one of the hardest fights I could actually fight. Okay, we just want to not remain at a right angle to Krampus for any particular length of time. Use the rocks to our advantage. If Krampus gives me Krampus's head, I'm taking it. Actually, no matter what Krampus gives me, I'm taking it. Krampus's head is excellent. We do get a bomb, so I am going to get to go to my shop, hopefully. It really depends on what is actually in this room right here. But I'm hoping that is not the secret room. Oh, there is one other location right next to the item room. Fine. Okay, we do have Krampus's head. Krampus's head is probably going to be better than the panties could ever, or the pad could ever hope to be. So we'll go ahead and use it. 6-room recharge is a little bit obnoxious. This room shouldn't pose too much trouble. Okay, so we have a bedroom. We're going to be on the lookout for as many bombs as we can acquire. At least 3 is the hope. That being said, keys, nothing wrong with keys. I have often got on record saying how much I like keys and how much I want them. So, you know, that's let's let it be heard that, you know, I'm okay with keys as well. But right now, bombs are the preferred item. Can I get him to just... No. Obviously not. Okay, this knight is becoming a major thorn in my side. There we go. And our item room gives us a book of secrets. Not that big of a fan, honestly. We're just going to use it so we can get the compass effect. And that's basically all we're going to do in this room. We're just going to get rid of as much as we can. Ah! Or we'll just get killed by the last shot. I find that a lot of our enemies that have the ability to shoot, they shoot at me just prior to when they would die. So I do all the work, I kill them, and then they get the kill on me anyways. I want to see if I can get him to shoot in here. Okay, well that's a thing that you just did. Can you shoot right? Okay. That's close to what I want you to do. Come on, right here. Right over here. Like, he wants to shoot himself, apparently. You're getting close, buddy. Right here. This is going to get me killed trying to get this happening. But, I mean, it's, you know, it's very much a, there we go. And he moves anyway, so I don't get to make it happen. Fine, I'll use my own bomb. And that's a treasure chest. We yet again had another deal with the devil that did not in any way contain a brimstone or a dead cat. So, you know, there was that. Yes, we did get Krampus's head, but after Krampus's head post nerfing is not nearly as good. Like it's okay. We're just gonna reset right off of that. You know, they nerfed it into the ground. Well, maybe not into the ground, but I think that putting on a 6-room recharge is probably a little bit overkill. I mean, that's just my opinion. That's just one little bear's opinion. But, yay. But I think that, you know, that is fairly well nerfing it into the ground. You just kind of, you took a great item, and instead of making it into a good item, you made it into a meh item. And if that's where they wanted Krampus's head to be at, if they wanted it to just be a meh item, you know, an item that you're not really excited to see, that's fine. They did their job correctly. But I have this feeling that Krampus's head was never meant to be a meh item. It was meant to be a, well, that was a thing that just happened. I have this feeling that it was meant to be an item that you could really kind of sink your teeth into. You'd be happy to see it. You know, it's not necessarily the best spacebar item ever. You know, it's not Book of Belial or anything like that, but, you know, it's decent. And the problem is I should have repositioned that so I got the pot, too. I think the problem with Krampus's head now is it's too long. You have Book of Belial that, I'm just going to refresh Virgo, because it doesn't really do much to us. You have Book of Belial, which, you know, while a decent item, or, well, I mean, Book of Belial is amazing, was what I really meant to say there. Book of Belial is an amazing, amazing item. And it only has a 3-room recharge and doubles your damage. And you're telling me Krampus's head is better than that? You're telling me Krampus's head is twice as good as Book of Belial based on the recharge. I don't know. Just doesn't seem all that coherent to me, you know? Okay, well, apparently you want to come play. I prefer not to play with you, especially at close range. I don't like you guys being up close and personal with me. I am not a very personal person. I am not an up close and personal person. I do not like hugs. Do not like kisses. Do not like Eskimo kisses or snuggles or anything else. I like my space. I like my Gemini. Okay. So, Gemini is generally very good, especially, as the Lost. Can just let him kind of take care of the up-close and personal enemies. See, Gemini, he likes hugs. Gemini loves hugs. You know what? We can just... Whoa, okay. We'll just let Gemini do that. Yeah, if you guys want hugs, just ask Gemini. He'll do it. He loves hugs. See? Hug. Hug the baby. That's really disturbing connotations when you think about what Gemini actually is. But... let's not talk about that. I'm not going to go into the shop because there's no point. I am, however, going to go look to see is if there's any chance that this could be the secret room right here. It is. Wonderful. It's going to give me golden chest, which is going to give me some extra bombs. So the bombs are going to pay for me coming in here in the first place. And in here we find, okay, a red chest with blue fires. I can deal. And the red chest contains a troll bomb. Lovely. Well, I had to check. So we didn't really gain too much out of that. None of the hopeful things. Now, I do not want to be giving Gemini hugs to these guys, obviously. If they get Gemini hugged, they are way too close to me for comfort. We are getting plenty of bombs. Widow is probably going to go down really fast if I had to make a guess. Gemini does a fair amount of damage. Widow likes to remain in Gemini range. Gemini range sounds like it's a sci-fi novel. Unfortunately, Gemini is not really focusing on the enemy I want it to focus on. Okay, come on. Kill that. Thank you. Okay. Now we get Speedball. The speed and shot speed up is definitely good. Speed letting me move out of the way of things, but not exactly what I was hoping for. Synth Oil, in fact, would have been a much preferable drop to Speedball, and also looks almost the same. So that would have been the thing that I wanted. Okay. So just let Gemini do his thing. I do appreciate Gemini, though. I think it's definitely a really good item. And if we were to get something like Blue Baby's Only Friend, for example, Gemini could very well be the item I'd love to pair with that. Let me get out of the way. Let Gemini take care of... Actually, let's just do this. Let's not even get close to this thing. Wonderful. Yeah, let Gemini take care of the up-close and personal things. And, I'll take care of, things away from me with Blue Baby's Only Friend. That sounds like a great idea. And I'd like to make it happen. 40-hour energy for an item I don't have. And Telepills sending me to the self-sacrifice room. Whoa! Okay, for some reason I thought I cleared this room already. Just kind of flew in like a bat out of hell. Hey, I want to come play. Okay, so we get Samson's Chains, which, are okay. It's not going to be anything amazing, but it is another thing that I can just kind of throw around. Need to be kind of careful with how I use it, just given that it will destroy things I can hide on if I'm not careful. Okay, I'm just going to start shooting, and you're just going to supplement my damage, because you don't seem to be willing to do much more than that. I did need that bomb earlier, but not so much anymore. Okay, kill that fly. Kill that one too. Okay, let's see if we can find something decent hidden in the poop. I only have 2 cents, which is terrible for floor 2. Got ourselves a long room. I'm just going to hide out here, I guess. That is something I do not want to be anywhere near when that goes off. It could have been terrible. Okay, let's go see what our boss has to say. Our boss is going to be Monstro, which, not my favorite thing to fight with Gemini. Because I just don't want to necessarily be that close. Now, I gather that Monstro's... Yeah, or not Monstro, the Samson's chains apparently can block shots. It's just not something I necessarily want to hide behind. I don't want to rely on it is the problem, because I'm not good with it. And the problem is I tried to rely on it there and got my shit wrecked because of it. Okay, I'd like you to die. Can you stop doing the crazy dancing bullshit? Okay. This is not going well. Okay, Golden Key is great if we can do something with it. But it does kind of rely on us being able to do something with it. So we need some golden chests on this floor. Give me Guppy's tail. I mean, you know, let's do that. Let's make something happen with this golden key. We had just gotten Forever Alone, and now we have it again. And it's basically it's essentially another Gemini, just one that doesn't have as good control. So it allows me to do some nifty stuff like that, but not necessarily the best. The 2 Tears Ups that I just got are actually basically a better item than Forever Alone is. Which is fine. I don't mind that. So chances are Forever Alone is just going to end up being just like this extra damage that I don't really plan to use, but I get anyways. And that's absolutely fine by me. Let's see what's down here. Oh, Keybeggar. I have no intention of playing him. If I got enough keys to actually make him pay out, I would be really happy, but I just... Actually, let me try this. I just don't see that actually happening. I just have to get a truly prodigious amount... Okay, thank you, game. I'd have to get a truly prodigious amount of keys to actually make that Keybeggar do much of anything for me. Now, this is a place where I could use the fly for this purpose specifically. To just take these guys out from a safe distance. And I am actually very cool with using the fly for exactly this purpose. Just making it so I can stay out of the way. This guy will just shoot, because that's going to take too long. Cool. I like it. Safety go. In fact, we will do the exact same thing right here. And this is good. I really like using the fly for that exact purpose. Okay. Wow, that almost hit me. So when it comes to stuff like that, fly's amazing. But I you know, relying on it for that, I don't think is a particularly good choice. You know, use it when you can. When you can't, just do your normal thing, right? No bombs, unfortunately, so we're not going to be able to take advantage of the 2 tinted rocks we have right here, which is fine. Okay, this is... Oh, there was a neutral fly that I couldn't even see. That's fine. Like, I do think it's kind of an unfortunate way to die, because I was trying to get out of the way of an... or get to a position above a rock, so I could use my fly to kill Larry Jr. So, not being able to see that neutral fly really sucked. Oh well. You know? I think that's just the longest... You know, that's just the long and short of it. It's a very much an oh well thing. When it comes to loss, there's really not much I can do when these deaths happen. It's... You know, I can't really complain about them too much. I'm going to, because it allows me to get out my inner frustrations. That's really why I complain. Not necessarily because I think the game screwed me or anything, but just one of those, God damn it, I'm frustrated. And this allows me to get that feeling off my chest. Wow. Yeah, I didn't even see that one coming. Oh, dear. Cannot believe that didn't hit me. But yeah, really frustrated. The game frustrates me with the Lost. I guess the question comes up, why do you play him then? I don't know. Who are you to be asking me such questions? Can I get some bombs up there by those? Excellent. I mean, you can definitely use Anarchist Cookbook as a as an item on the Lost. You just got to be very careful with it. More careful than honestly you probably should have to be. And so, if there's any other spacebar item, you know, get the hell away from this thing. But if you got no other spacebar item and you can use it safely, then why not? Why not take advantage of this just small little thing that you have available to you, which will allow you to deal some damage around the room, break up some breakables. You know, you're not having a Runa de Gaz or something like that available to you, but you know, you're gaining something out of it. Okay, let's go to the left here. There's our item room. There's our Molaboom. Okay, let's see if I can get away from these guys. Awesome. Was a little bit concerned about that for a moment. My reflection? Why not? Like, it doesn't really bother me all that much. Now, I am going to be a little bit worried if we get Ipecac, and I'll actually be kind of upset because I like Ipecac. But, my reflection could be awesome. There are potential uses of it against or with certain tier effects against certain things. So I could see this becoming very good. Like, for example, I could see my reflection being really good with Proptosis, for example. So, let's go explore. See if we can find our secret room. Chances are right here. Excellent. We get ourselves a chest. It's about a cent. Trading a bomb for a cent is not necessarily the best trade we've ever done, but it is the trade that happened, so let's deal with it. This room would be amazing under normal circumstances. Trade a bomb for a Spirit Heart on floor 1. Oh yeah. Yes, please, and thank you. But, that is not really the way that worked. Can you... Oh, now he wants to come in this direction. There we go. Well, there's a key for us. Okay, so, let's go ahead and fight our boss. Basically, no matter what it is. Well, if it's Pin, the Anarchist Cookbook won't be particularly useful. But against the Haunt, also not particularly useful, and I'm not going to bother using it. Unfortunately, my reflection is going to force me to get incredibly close to the Haunt proper, which I don't like. I'm kind of amazed I didn't take damage there, and I did take damage there. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for me. When I catch you guys next time, we'll continue. See you soon.